Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Terry Stein will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Six runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, base hit. Now the relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate.
Now batting, shortstop, Walt Weiss.
Walt Weiss steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Andy Hawkins is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He's ready now. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Carney will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. A runner on first with 2 away. Up high, 2-1 now. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 6-0. Number 2 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Into the box, Mike Gallegos. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It took them a little while, but this high-powered Yankee offense finally breaks into the hit column here. Let's see if they can do anything with it now.
Roberto Kelly will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
None out, runners at first and second. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Jesse Barfield will stand in for a 3rd time now. His previous efforts left something to be desired as he popped out and bounced into a double play. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Kevin Moss will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2 and 2 now.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Another 2-2 offering. 3 and 2. He's taken this as far as it can go. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Baines has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. And he's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Number 45 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bases are loaded here, 2 down.
That looks like a double A.
And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Yankees leave them loaded. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Randy Redding makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. And the pitch. Line hard into left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Willie Wilson will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Nobody out, runner on first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
In now, Harold Baines. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
25. Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire will stand in here, but before he does, let's take it back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now here's the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. As we go to break, one more look at the fine play at short to finish things off. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Mel Hall will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Bouncing ball, foul. Pitch on the way. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Charlie Hayes waits on deck.
Here we go, Yanks. Trip.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another full count pitch home. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Well, if it wasn't clear earlier, it's abundantly clear now. I mean, this guy does not have it out there. Walk number 7 for him in the ball game. Now, I have to believe they've seen enough. They got to yank him soon.
Charlie Hayes will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runners on first with one down. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Sierra is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Willie Wilson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. To 2-2 now. Take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Harold Baines strides in, grounded out his last time through. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Come on, Yankees.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
First baseman number 25.
Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Mark McGuire strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. This is offered at in the dirt for strike 3. Just needs to make that easy throw to first, and the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 10-1. Charlie Hayes will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Boy, just get out of the way of that one. He'll be on base to start the inning.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Very high, 2-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Wilson will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Has a look, now the pitch. In the air to center. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
The Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Baines is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. Jesse Barfield gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
That looks like a double-A on to me, Dad.
From the belt, the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the runner is in from second.
Well, if you haven't heard of this guy before, it's a name you may need to learn. That's his second hit of the game. This one goes for extra bases, and he may be starting to feel like he belongs here.
Kevin Moss will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Second and third, 2 away. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the A's 10 and the Yankees 2. Sierra tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Standing in now, Terry Stein. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. We'll move ahead in this one and pick up the action in the bottom of inning number 9. Number 45 will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard-hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Number 43 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 43.
Into the box, Mel Hall. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. Mike Stanley stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
All smiles in that clubhouse again. Their 8th consecutive victory. It's not often you run across a streak like that, so these guys are definitely enjoying it while they can.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.